Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are diving into one of the most important concepts in JavaScript, that is primitive data types. If you are new to JavaScript, this is your first step in becoming a JavaScript pro. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. We'll uncover what primitive data type are, why they are matter, and I'll show you some real code examples so you can start using them in your own projects right away. And here the cool part, after today you will be way more confident with JavaScript. So first we discuss about the string. So first there is two questions arises, that is why string, and another was what is string. So why string means whenever we want to store any text value, like your name, your email, and your address, and so on. And what is string? String is a sequence of character. That means let an example of Vim. So here P is one character and H is second character and E is third, E, and the next E is fourth, and M is fifth. Okay, so combining these fifth characters and form a string Vim. Okay, basically a name or any password also. There is no any specification that you do not take a password as a string in this. So there are different methods to declare a string. The first one is double quote. Let example of name1 Vim. Console the value of name1. The output is Vim. Okay, and second one is single quote. Okay, and let name2 single quote Raju, and console the value of name2. The output is Raju. Due to some extensions, my single quotes are changes into double quotes. So actually, let them I point on any online compiler. Let name2 is equal to single quote Raju, and the console.log name2, and run the program, and the output is Raj. Okay, the main difference between double quote and single quote. The difference is that we can use a single quote as literal inside a double quote. Okay, so let's justify my point. Let value is equal to single quote. Let's single quote s and learn JavaScript. Okay, if I console the value of the value, then what will be the output? Think a second. What will be the output? Unexpected error. That is syntax error, unexpected identifier s. That means when the interpreter encounters the apostrophe s, just mark my points, when the interpreter encounters the apostrophe s and it treats as the end of the string, means let is end here, and it is one string, and the interpreter will mark them as separate. Okay, that's why the error will come. How to solve the error? There is two ways to solve. One is using a double quote. Okay, so let value is equal to double quote, let single quote s apostrophe s and log JavaScript and console the value and not access value. Okay, comment them out, console log, let's log JavaScript. Okay, so there is another way to resolve the problem, that is using escape. Okay, so let value is equal to single quote, let then you add a backward slash apostrophe s and then lol JavaScript. Okay, and then console.log and then value save, let's learn JavaScript. Okay, this will also changes. Let see on online compiler. Okay, comment them out and then control V, console.log value, change the single quote, add a escape and then run the program. Console spelling mistake. Okay, the output is correct. Okay, the same case arises with double quote also. Okay, let's justify my point. Let some random x is equal to double quote. Okay, do you want to learn JavaScript? Yes, console.log x, save. The same error, syntax error, unexpected identifier, yes. Okay, so same way to resolve the problem. The first one is using a single quote. Okay, let x is equal to single quote, do you want to learn JavaScript? Yes, the output is visible. That means the problem is resolved. So another way is using escape. I will show it on any online compiler and then comment them out. Okay, let x is equal to double quote, do you want to learn JavaScript? The first here we can add two escape character, first here and then yes and then another here and then console.log x, run the program, the output is visible, the program is correct. I hope string is clear to everyone. So JavaScript provide a handy way to check the type of a variable. That means check the variable contain which type of data. That is type of. So for example, name2 is equal to beam. Change the name to some beam also. Okay, console.log beam. Then the output is beam. Okay, but how to know the beam is a string type or any other data type? So that's why the JavaScript introduce type of. Check them before the printing the value, add a type of and then this typeof is a operator. Okay, this typeof is a operator and always return a string type. Check my point is also correct or not, and then first see the output is a string. Check the statement. Let another variable x and to store the type of vim. Okay, and then console.log and then type of x and then also string. That means the type of is always return a string type. The type of operator is very commonly used in development. Let's see an example. You are building a simple form validation for users, like you want to take the user age. Okay, in that case you have to validate the user entered correct age. That means a number or a string. Let uh, in the case the user enter 23 as a string. Is it correct? Is it correct? No, because age is not a string, it is a number type. So before submitting the form, you have to check the user entered age is a string type or a number type or any other data type. If the age is a number type, then you have to submitting the form. This is the one scenario, but in development there are lots of scenario you have to dealing with the type of operator. So next we have number data type. So number can be represented both integers and floating points. Integer means whole numbers, negative and positive, and zero also. And floating points are decimals, like any fractional number. For example, 3.4, 7.5. In integer, for example, 23, 756, and 0. In many programming languages, there is a clear difference between the different numbers. Let an example of Java. In Java, for integers, in Java used int, and for floating, used float. But the JavaScript developer was keep it simple and used only one data type for all the numbers, that is number data type. Okay, for example, let x is equal to 45 and x is declared. Okay, let z and y is equal to 23.5. Okay, and console the value of z and console the value of y. Output 45 and 23.5. Okay, these both are numbers because this is a whole number and this is a fractional number. So how to know these both are number type or not? Okay, for this we know about the type of operator. Okay, to check the what we check actually, tell me. To check the which data type content. So using this we can clarify our point. So type of z and then also console.log type of y. So if I run the program, what is the output? It is the output. It will be number and this will be float. No, also number. Let's save our program and see. Both are numbers. Okay. One thing to keep in mind is that JavaScript does not distinguish between the different type of numbers like a floating, integer. They all are treated as just number. So now we need to work with really a large number compared to a regular number. Then JavaScript have introduced their Bigint, that is really large compared to with a regular number. And the Bigint is declared by appending n at the end of the number. Let example x is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0 and so on, and appending n at the end, and try to console the value of x, save, then the number will as output. And if I console the type of the x is that is Bigint, but believe me, in development Bigint is rarely used if you are not working with Facebook and Amazon or X like companies. So now let's talk about the booleans. The boolean data type can hold two values, true and false. Basically, which means true means yes and false means no. Okay, so let login equal to true. That means the user is logged in, yes, and let log out, that means false, that means no, the user is still not logged out. Let's console the value of login, console.log true, and console.log log out, then false. And the boolean type is mostly used in development. Imagine you are building a website, so where a user can come and sign in, and after signing in then they can access a specific content or feature of the website. So how to check the user is logged in or not? Using booleans. Okay, boolean data type, and according to the based on the data type response, you have to determine whether the user is access the content or not. Okay, the the boolean data type response, yes or no, or we can say it true or false. That's for the boolean, but believe me, boolean is the most used data type in development. So next we have undefined data type. Undefined means we have declared a variable but not assigning a value. Let explain my point. Let x change x to a and console the value of a. What is the output? Yes, the output will be undefined. The output is undefined. That means the value is not assigned yet. So let the value, so everyone know that we can reassign a value if the variable is declared using let. So let a is equal to 34 32 and console the value a, then print the 32. If I console the a before assigning any value, then to check the type of what it will be the output, it is also undefined. That means the a is a type of undefined data type. So keep in mind that don't use explicitly undefined in development or programming. This is not a good practice for your coding journey. Let you explicitly you are declaring C and not assigning any value to the C. This is not a good practice. Whenever you declare a variable, you must assign some value. That is maybe one, maybe some string, or maybe zero, but you must assign it. Okay, and that's all for undefined. Now discuss about the null. Okay, null is a special type of primitive data types. So this basically means intentionally absent or no value or empty. Let's explain later. Car is equal to null. Okay, so if I print the value of car, what will be the output? It must be null. Yes, it is null. Means car is absence. And let's check the type of the car. What is the output? Yes, Is it null? It is object type. That's why the null is a special kind of primitive data types. You have to explicitly define null to a variable. If needed to add a null, then you can use it. So finally, we have symbol. The symbol is a unique value that primarily used to uniquely identify to a specific properties to avoid the name classes. Let an example of school. In school, there are lots of students like student 1, student 4. How to uniquely identify these students by their name? Let first name is Raju, and second student name is Dholu, and third student name is Raju, and five student name is Bhim. So how to uniquely identify them? Because student 1 is also Raju and student 3 have also same name of Raju. Then how to uniquely identify them? Okay, if I go to the check their father's name, it may be in some scenario it may be same. So to identify uniquely them, they have their roll numbers. They have their roll numbers. For roll number, that is 1, and for roll number of second student is 2, and roll number of student 3 is 3, and the roll number of student 4 is 4. Okay, this 4, 5, 1, 2 is a unique number to represent a student specifically. Okay, so in JavaScript also we have the symbols to uniquely identify. Let student 1 is symbol, and then we have to pass id. Okay, and then try to console log s1. Okay, what will be the output? Let's see. The output is symbol id. Okay, so if I try to console the type of the s1, then it must be a symbol. Okay, so if I pass here 23, then the symbol is 23. That means it is a uniquely identified. Student 1, we have to use 23 value. That's all for the symbol. That's it for today's video on primitive data types in JS. Now that you are got a solid understanding of the basic types, you will be ready on to the more advanced topics like non-primitive data types in JavaScript, which we'll cover in the next video. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss it. If you have any question or want to discuss more complex examples, drop a comment below. Thanks for watching, and I will be see you in the next video.